you guys, this is going to be your daily tarot guidance reading for Tuesday, March the 13th, 2018. Okay, so let's go ahead and tune into the energies for Tuesday, and this is for the collective energy for all those who are meant to resonate with this reading. Okay, whether that be, I just had dinner, sorry, so so whether that be partially or fully, yeah. All right, so let's tune into the energies. I will be using the Astrology Answers Tarot deck by astrologyanswers.com. Okay. Three of Swords wanted to pop out. For some reason, I'm not feeling like I should take it as the overall. Leave it to the side. For some reason, I'm not feeling that card. The Magician, the Empress. I saw her sticking out. My goodness. The Knight of Wands. The Four of Swords. This is like some weird energy. Like, it's just all over the place. Okay. And the Six of Swords with the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom. Okay. So, with the overall energy as the Magician card, some of you guys may be working through some things internally. The Three of Swords, these could be things that you want to cut out of your life, cut your losses, things that you perceive as a loss, or things that have triggered you, hurt you, maybe past memories of things that weren't so pleasant, or you just want to cut something from the past out of your life, whether that be a memory, an aspect of yourself, a person. I feel like you want to release this energy, or it's just, I just want to do better. I just want to be happy, or I just want to feel this way, you know, versus being this way. This is what I'm seeking, you know. It could also be communication for some of you. It could be truthful and honest, heartfelt communication for some of you. But with the Magician card, it's creating. It's the Manifestor card, but it's also about alchemy and transition, or transmutation rather. Transmutation. It's also about utilizing your inner strength, your inner power, whether that be to move forward with something, to create something, to release something. You have all of the tools within you to create what you want, your scenario. Whether it's to feel better, this could be healing, this could be cutting things out of your life. You have the ability to do that if you believe it, if you truly desire it and want it. It will be so, as above, so below. So that's the overall. But as far as the Empress, there's a challenge with some of you guys are having a hard time with self-care. Maybe you just can't find the time to do the things that you want to do for yourself. It could be something surrounding your finances or something. It's like you're trying to create a financial stability, or, you know, a financial status where you're comfortable, where maybe your family or your children are comfortable. Some of you may be trying to move places. Some of you guys are pregnant right now, or someone close to you is pregnant, and maybe you're trying to move into a better situation, or some of you guys are trying to manifest pregnancy. You have two Manifestor cards, Magician and the Empress, and they're right next to each other. So I feel like it could be something with fertility. If it's not literal pregnancy, then it's you know, trying to give birth to something creative, or a scenario or change financially. But like I said, some of you might be having a hard time with self-focus right now, reflecting and just relaxing, enjoying yourself. Maybe you have too many different, you know, responsibilities and priorities and things that you have to do, or people to look out for, where you don't have the time to sit back and relax and chill. So it could be a challenge for some of you. Others of you, it could be a challenge of keeping it's like keeping on a face that you've got everything under control. You don't want anyone to know that you're sweating or that you're struggling in some way. It could also be some of you guys are dealing with some mother figure around you, and they could be testing you quite a bit. I don't know why I get that, but that's what I get. With the Knight of Wands as your suggested approach, Spirit's telling you to approach the situation with a go-getter attitude. Is exactly what I heard. A go-getter attitude. That I can and I will. So it's like a to-do. Like, I will do this. I can do this. It's also being spontaneous or taking a slight, not a risk, but just taking a more spontaneous approach to something. And it could also be your creative energy. It's going to require you to, it's like trial and error, I feel. Whatever this is, it's like trial and error. So you could be implementing a new practice of self-care or creating, investing. Could be money rituals, or if not that, then maybe doing something different to your resume. I don't know why I'm hearing that. Doing something different with your business, or coming up with business ideas, or something with, you know, your appearance. Some of you guys may be wanting to do something different. This kind of resonates with me as far as like maybe changing up your eating habits. You know, maybe it's changing up your lifestyle in some sense. With the Four of Swords, Spirit's telling you your suggested focus is the Four of Swords. And I feel like that's more on go get her and do, like, it's kind of like you have to put things in motion energetically, but I don't get physically, because it's like Spirit wants you to place your focus in the mind more, introspection, taking a little bit of time to reevaluate things or plan something. Could even be literally for some of you to rest, because again, with the Empress, I'm getting as well that you want to relax. You want to enjoy yourself. Some of you guys might want to go on vacation, or just take a vacation, like a week off from work, or a couple of days away from your partner, your kids, or something, or some sort of vacation. If it's not a physical travel, then maybe it's just, I have to take a couple of days off from work, or, you know, I'm going to call in sick today, or I can't go to school today, you know, something like that. And I feel like Spirit is telling you it is about rest, and I feel like it's the clearer your mind is going to be, because it leads to the Six of Swords, which is a peace of mind, I feel. And kind of allowing Spirit to take control of things, or allow someone else to pick up the pieces, because it's not all on you, I feel. It's like you might want to be the Superman, Superwoman, but you have help, whether it's spiritual help or whether it's people in your life that may have, you know, they're responsible, and it's like you're taking up their responsibility or picking it up for them. But also, I feel like this is you moving towards a clearer mind, a peace of mind. For some of you, it is about moving or deciding to move forward, whether that be, you know, just mentally, energetically, emotionally, or physically, literally moving. Okay? But this has something to do with family or close associates, or it could be business or job environment for some of you. All right, so I'm going to use the Romance Angels for, ooh, I almost dropped my cup. For the romance, let's see, for love energy, matters of the heart, partnerships of all kinds, Divine Spirit, I ask for highest guidance, truth, and clarity for the collective, for those who are meant to receive this message, and what the surrounding energies are for the collective. Tuesday, March the 13th, 2018. Okay. Alright. True love. That card came out earlier. Unrequited love. Wedding. I saw that earlier. Deception. and calling in your soulmate. I saw that too earlier. So we have children, and I just want to clarify all the cards just so I can make sure that I'm getting the clear and full story and energy. So overall energy was true love, okay? I'm seeing a lot of polarity cards. So you have wedding and true love, and calling in your soulmate, then unrequited love and deception. So some of you guys right now desire true love. You want true love. You want possibly a marriage or a healthier marriage with your partner, or a healthier relationship or commitment with your existing partner. Of course, with the Ace of Cups, it's like wanting a new beginning, wanting a fresh new energy. But I also see this as God's love, divine spirit, divine love for us. You know, unconditional love, universal love, where there is no limits, where there is no labels, no titles, no conditions. It just is that pure loving energy. With the devil at the bottom, it's obviously the opposite of that divine love. It's more control, it's more toxic, it's more obsessive, it's, you know, pretty much everything that you don't really want. But it could also be the passion and desire within a relationship and an attraction as well. But I feel with unrequited love in the challenge position, some of you guys are stuck in that. And I say this a lot, and people are, I mean, I'm not going to say people, because you're going to have people that receive it, get it, or it's for them so they understand. And for those that get it and understand, don't want to accept it, or those that it's just not for. You know, out of respect of the message, I have to give it, whether you want to say it's negative. You know, not all messages are going to be light and fluffy. That's just what it is. We live in a dual reality. Not everything is meant to be light and fluffy, but when you kind of call the BS out, pull the weeds out of the ground so that the flowers can blossom, it's not about it's all negative. It's about calling out the bullshit so that you can have the blossom, the beautiful flowers in the end. Remove and cut your losses from the BS that doesn't serve you so you can have the best. So it's not being against love. It's being for true and divine love, not that fake love that's being taught out there. That's where I'm coming from. But what I see with the unrequited love versus true love, as an obstacle, some of you guys may struggle with this. It may be that these are things that you're starting to come to realize, or starting to realize with the Ten of Pentacles, because you know essentially what it is that your heart truly wants. But there's a conflict with possibly cutting out the things that don't mirror this to you. Sometimes you have to go through situations with people who don't serve you so that you have a clear knowing of what you want and what you don't want. Others of you may be in an unrequited situation where someone else is after you and you just don't want them, or you're after someone and they just don't want you, or they're just not right for you. Some of you guys are, you know, ready for marriage. You want that. As the Queen of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, you want that stability. Maybe some of you guys are having difficulties within your marriage where you feel like your partner is not giving you that proper attention that you are seeking. Or maybe it's they've switched up on you. Or maybe you're just not feeling your husband or wife right now, or your partner right now. It could be that. But the desire is to maintain that foundation that you already have. And others of you, you want to have a firm foundation with someone. A lot of you guys are wife and husband already in spirit and energetically, but you have to realize what your worth is. And the Ten of Pentacles, for me, I feel like is about worth too. You know, it's knowing your value. The Pentacles isn't always about money. I feel like it's things that you treasure and things that are valued and things that really take time and energy to grow and invest in. With the Tower card, it's surrendering to the unrequited love archetype, you know, that type of situation. Maybe you're in a situation with that, or maybe it's a cycle or pattern that you're used to. If you guys watch my love readings for this week, I said in that video that I've been there. Like, I get it. Like, it's a cycle that I had to go through. But once I realized it wasn't about the guy necessarily, you know, or any guy, it was more so about me and the things about myself that I wasn't comfortable with. I didn't feel like I got the proper love and attention, so I sought it after someone else. But it was the opposite of, instead of attracting a person that would give me that love, I was attracting a person that reflected it to me, that I didn't feel love, and therefore I didn't feel I deserved it. So I got someone reflecting that to me. So that's a lot of the time. It's that, you know. Sometimes it's not that simple, but majority of the time it's really, you know, a pattern that you're attracted to because of abandonment issues, rejection from, you know, family, feeling a lack of self-worth. It's all of those different things. Sometimes if it's not all, then it's one of them or two of those factors that that attracts that. So I feel like it might be an issue with releasing that pattern and seeing a relationship for what it is. It's unhealthy. It's not it's not all that it seems, because again, it's like these marriage cards keeps coming out, the Four of Wands. You guys want that, but you also want a passionate relationship. So when you get these types of relationships, they have an undertone of passion and chemistry or some sort of sexual attraction undertone to it. So it makes you it keeps you on your toes and it keeps you drawn in and pulled, but it's not necessarily of your highest good, because it lacks the stability factor. It lacks the, yeah, I'm for you, I'm pro us, and we're going to do this, we're going to do that. If they're saying that, they usually fall back on it. They never, you know, stand on their truth or their promises. You know, I can go on for days about that, but we're all adults and we know better. We know when someone's bullshitting us and when someone's really not good for us, and when we just want them to be good for us and we're hoping and waiting for them to get better, rather than saying, you know, I'm cool with being single and doing me and dealing whatever I got to deal with in here until he or she comes. You know, the right person comes, and I'm not going to worry about that. But if that person is so much the one for you, or so you believe, let them go and let spirit show you if they're really the right person, if they really mean what they say, and if they're really about it, or they're just talking, or they're just not the one and it's just time to let it go. It's hard, but when you really think about it, simply, it's not that hard, because it's like, if someone's wasting my time, there's someone better for me. But like I said, we have those issues that we have to deal with within ourselves. It's not so much about the other person. It's only what we allow in our space to deal with. With wedding as your suggested approach, Spirit is telling you to approach the energy of what you want, I feel. Focus on that which you want, because your focus is also deception. So it's the opposite of what you're asking for. Focus on that, know what you want, and focus on the things right in front of you. And if it's not that, cut your, like, chop, like, bye. You know, I don't know. It's easier said than done, but as I've grown as a woman, and I just don't have time for it anymore. Any sign of BS, I don't have time for it. I don't. With the wedding card, the World and the Ace of Swords clarifies it. So the World, again, is that energy of completing a cycle, learning the lessons, but at the same time, knowing that you triumphed and you've mastered every lesson that you've learned, and taking all of that wisdom with you, the strength, the courage, your faith, your belief, your dreams, all of that with you, and starting a new cycle, starting a new chapter, because a lot of you already know what you want. If you're in an existing relationship or not, you already know what you want in love. You know how you want it to go down, what you want to feel, what you want to experience, based upon the lessons that you've learned or the information you've gathered in this cycle that you've been in. It's just closing that cycle out with not feeling as though it's a loss, because you know the truth. This is divine truth. Okay? It's an expansive feeling to feel free. You know, when you cut things out of your life that don't serve you, I don't know about you, but energetically, I feel so much lighter and so much freer when I let things go that just don't serve me. I feel like light as a feather, like I could just pass out. That's the best way I can describe it. But the suggested focus is deception. Spirit wants you to pay attention to, because some people are lying to themselves, you know. Someone's lying to themselves, others are lying. It's like, it's just not a situation that's honest, and maybe it calls for people to be honest and call each other out, or someone else calling you out, or you calling someone else out, or spirit is just going to let whatever needs to come to the light come to the light. But spirit wants you to focus on, in what way are you deceiving yourself? With the Three of Wands, with the Fool card, you're waiting for what you want. You're waiting for a turnaround, but some of you, maybe your order is not straight and clear, or part of you is lying to yourself and saying you want what you want, but at the same time you don't feel ready, or you're still focused on that ex-boyfriend, that ex-girlfriend, or that person. You're still waiting around for this person to come back around, and you're saying you want a new beginning, but it's not coming because there's some sort of waiting and anxiousness, or waiting for a sign that says this person isn't the one, or waiting for them to tell you they want you or they don't want you before you just decide it's time to move on. Or it's until I know for sure what I'm going to get, then I'll release and I'll trust spirit. Then I'll surrender. You know, it doesn't work like that. Or it's a fear of allowing someone into your space. You say you want a partner. You say you want true love. But at the same time, there's this fear. Maybe unworthiness. I can't have it. I don't deserve it. If I have it, what if I get bored? Or what if they get bored with me? It's all of these things that kind of keep you stagnant and waiting anxiously, or perceiving that you're waiting. But the truth is, you know, are you willing to face the truth within yourself, or are you willing to see things for what they really are? You know, sometimes it calls for you calling yourself out and be honest with you. But I feel like the biggest energy is surrender. With the Tower card, is just releasing and letting it all go, and trusting that whatever's for you, it's going to come. That's just, it is what it is. It's law. Whenever you cut something out of your life, if it's meant to be, it will come. And anything that's meant to be in your life, it's going to come. You're never going to miss the stop. You're never going to miss the opportunity. What's meant for you will be for you. So that's number one, of feeling free and just letting it go. Like, okay, it's for me. Some people hold on for dear life and don't want to let go of something, whether it's their own stubbornness, them getting in their own way, or whether it's holding on to someone that's not paying them dust or time of day, or someone that's someone that's lying and cheating on them constantly. And you're playing yourself, and you know that this person is not of your highest good, but you wait and wait. Sometimes it calls to check yourself and say, okay, do I not love myself enough to go, I deserve better? And if this person really wants to get it right, they'll get it right. If it's not right now, then maybe later on, but I can't stop my life. I can't do that. I mean, we don't own anybody and no one owns us, so why would anyone suggest that you stay in a situation where you're unhappy or you're being mistreated for the sake of this is the person for you and you just got to take it? I've never heard of that. You know, sometimes it's for dignity. At times it does call for you to stay and work it out with the person, but that person really has to want to work things out. They have to really be remorseful. It can't just be to keep you around, or it can't just be when they want you, then they can just have you and say whatever they want to get you back or to get in your bed, whatever the case may be. That's not real teamwork. That's not a real relationship. Not saying that they're all light and fluffy and they'll never have issues, but when you both, it's a equal give and take. That's why I say unrequited love. It's no such, there's why the runner chaser thing, that dynamic is a unrequited love, because it's saying essentially what's being expressed, or what the energy of that you're explaining is that one person wants you, and the other, or the one person wants the person and another person doesn't want you. It's not a shared energy. It's not a team effort, a teamwork. If I went to work and I worked in the office and I'm the only one taking the phone calls, The person that's supposed to be working the fax machines, the person that's supposed to be working the schedules are sitting here in the office drinking coffee and laughing or on their phones while I'm on the phone taking calls. How is a business going to run? You know, everybody has different things that they're supposed to do in a relationship, or things I'm going to put in equal effort, even if that means, you know, I go to work, you stay home and cook and clean, you know, the traditional stuff, if we're going to go there, just as an example, you know. And I use this example all the time. But yeah, like, how is that going to run a business, a family, anything? How is that going to work? When one person is invested in healing and sending love and doing all of this and doing all of that, when one person is just doing what they want to do, or if spirit is calling for them to work on themselves for themselves and get real, and they're saying, I don't want to do that, why would you stop your show until that person gets the click that, you know, wouldn't you be living your life as you feel guided to? You know, whether that be to travel the world, whether that be maybe you meet someone, you know, you just never know how spirit works things out. But to sit and wait is, you know, you're playing yourself a little bit. And I feel like that's what it is with calling in your soulmate as a conclusion. Essentially what it comes down to is really being clear on what you want. If whatever you're feeling guided to do, plus the guidance here, is to approach, like, I'm a husband, I'm a wife, I know it, or I'm going to take care of what I need to do as my part as a wife, or as my part as a husband, or my part in the relationship, and we're going to come together, we're going to do what we're supposed to do, or I'm going to focus more of my energy on whatever marriage, wedding means to me, or a partnership that I'm looking for, true love means to me. And when this person comes along, for now, I'm going to cut out what no longer serves me, and I'm going to be honest with myself, even if that means I have to cut out something within myself that is, you know, not serving me or not attracting what's best. And the clearer it will be to where, okay, now I can put my order in, or I can, you know, put a couple of tweaks on what I've already sent out to the universe. And, you know, this could be law of attraction, because law of attraction is fun. It's a fun technique if you do it in the fun energy, like the Knight of Wands. It's kind of being playful and spontaneous and doing what works for you or what you feel guided to do, or maybe taking a couple of techniques from others out there, things that have worked for them. And it's also being open and surrendering to what Spirit has to offer you, because no matter what, Spirit's going to bring in what's of your highest good regardless. But you have to change your perception of it, you know, not judging the situation too closely. It's like, yeah, I might want him or her, but if Spirit has something better, you know, that's well matched for me, then I'm open to that too. And magic starts to happen. But when you're like, I only want this, I only want that, it's like Spirit's like, what else can I do with this, you know? So it's okay to say what you want, but be open that it might be something a little bit different and something better. It's always going to be better. That's the guarantee about it. Spirit's never going to play you. Never going to play you. I can't count how many times I thought I wanted someone so bad, and when I let them go, I kept finding something much better and much better than that. And that's just to help you get clear on what you want more and more. So you're never missing out on the best thing that ever could happen, unless Spirit breaks that up and then you live your separate lives and then they come. But, you know, but you still have to surrender. That's the thing. Nothing in this world is promised. Nothing on this earth we get to take with us. We leave it all here. So there is no such thing as you own someone, not even your children. You don't own anything, and nobody owns you. All right, so I'm going to do pick a card with the fortune deck. So if you guys have something in mind, or you just want to randomly see what your fortune is, maybe what's my fortune in love, what's my fortune in finances, whatever the case may be, or the next 5 months, whatever it is you want to know. Divine Spirit asks for highest guidance, truth, and clarity for those who are guided to this deck, that whatever it is that's on their heart and on their mind, or what they would like to know, be accurately answered with love, light, and healing and truth. Thank you. So I'm going to pull 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Thank you, Divine Spirit. Okay, we can't do that because it popped out. Alright, that's enough shuffling, I think. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a moment to meditate on the cards that resonate with you, or card, whichever. Okay. Okay. You've chosen card number 1. You have your secrets are safe. With the moon, you'll be guided through the darkness. Okay. So it's pretty much for some of you, maybe there's an element of not knowing where to go, maybe in fear. Some of you guys feel as though you can't really trust anyone. You can't trust the process of where you're headed, where you're going. Spirit wants you to know whatever it is, your secrets are safe. Okay? You're safe. You're protected. You're being guided through the unknown right now, or maybe through trials and tribulations. You're being divinely protected and guided through that. You have enough intuition and knowledge and wisdom to carry you through. You just have to trust. You might not be able to see the full picture or understand why, but Spirit is saying you have enough to carry you through whatever this process is that you're going through. Okay, if you've chosen card 2, you have serendipity, and it says bright new prospects are on the horizon. Sorry, so bright new prospects are on the horizon. So right now it's like you're also being led through the unknown, and just trust that Spirit will surprise you. The more you move closer and closer to your new beginning, the more things are going to unfold for you, the more surprised you'll be. You know, it's that surrender energy, like trusting in Spirit, trusting in the unknown, trusting in your inner guidance, that it knows the way. I don't know why this is upside down, but the air, element of air was at the bottom. It says, seek a union of mind and spirit. So, you know, trusting Spirit, but also trusting in your inner knowledge and your inner wisdom to guide you. Because unexpected things are happening. Good things are happening. New energies are coming in. So expect the unexpected, but expect good. So the hand of fate, forces beyond your control intervene. So, and then you have Medusa, and it says, jealousy leads to downfall. I feel like this is Divine Spirit's hand involved with this, that whatever the fate may be, it could be in relations to jealousy or envy, or, you know, if you're an envious, jealous person, that it's not going to serve you. You know, it is what it is. It could be that Spirit has a hand in ways that you don't know about. Maybe you're being protected from jealousy being thrown your way, envious energy or deceptive energies. Spirit's protecting you. It could be that you're destined to meet someone who you can't trust, or maybe you need to use your discernment in the future based upon maybe someone specifically, if that resonates with you. But otherwise, whatever you're asking about, Spirit's hand is in control of this. So we only have so much control. Everything with this, it kind of looks like a palmistry. So it's like everything has already been mapped out for you. So it's not about, no matter what you choose or which path you take, essentially it's already divinely mapped out for you. Okay? So if it's a matter of jealousy, you can't control that. If somebody else is jealous of you, or someone's envious, or people are. If this is a matter of you being jealous, I feel like Spirit is telling you, warning you now to release that energy, because it's not going to serve you. Okay? It's not serving you, or it's just not going to serve you, period. So that's your reading, you guys. I hope that it resonates with you. It gives you much insight and much clarity. As always, I send much love to you guys. Personal readings, emergency readings. I want to follow me on social media. Everything is in the description box below. Pisces, Aquarians, and Capricorn sun signs. If you guys are interested in a personal birthday reading for from now until March 20th, That information is in the description box as well. Much love to you guys as always. Thank you for watching. Peace.